We are back again with a brand new episode of
We're Literally Just Talking.
I'm your host, Amanda, and I'm joined by my emotional support person, Nikki. We would like to welcome you to our podcast where we treat our yapping like breaking news. Let's get into it. So let's start out with our favorite staple, where I ask Nikki a hypothetical question and I see where it takes us. Nikki, are you ready?
Yep.
Let's pregame. Okay, I got you. All right, you know in Animal Crossing, right?
Yeah.
You know how you can like jump in the bed in your house and it'll like teleport you to someone else's island?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I was thinking the other day, like, what if our bed could like transport us somewhere we wanted to go? So I guess my question is, if our bed allowed you to teleport anywhere, where would you go first?
The Monterey Bay Aquarium.
Why there?
To see the otters.
Of course you would. If you don't know, Nikki, then first of all, you're losing in life. But also, Nikki is obsessed with otters. And I'm going to preface this with a little bit of background information because when Nikki and I met, it was at the dispensary that we worked at, and she used to play the Otter Cam live feed from Monterey Bay Aquarium on the televisions in the dispensary. But I digress. Anyway, okay, so you're going to the Monterey Bay. I have some logistics questions. In this scenario, are you still in your pajamas or whatever you went in bed?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you think that the whole bed goes with you, like you teleport and then all of a sudden your whole bed and you wake up in the Monterey Bay Aquarium?
Yeah, like in Animal Crossing.
Okay. So you're going to the aquarium. Are you going after hours?
Yeah, like breaking in.
Oh.
So nobody's there.
So, okay. So are you technically breaking in or are you like landing in the aquarium?
Oh, I'm landing like in the otter exhibit.
In your full ass bed, you're in the otter exhibit.
Yeah, like the little ledge. That's where my bed's landing.
Okay. Do the otters perceive you or you can only perceive them?
Yeah, they have to perceive me so I can play with them.
And are they asleep? Like, are you interrupting their sleep?
Well, maybe, but I'll wake them up.
You're just going to wake them up?
Yeah, like a dog.
Oh my God. Are you, okay, so you said you're going to wake them up. Are you emotionally prepared for if they ignore you?
No, I'll cry.
So you're just be sitting in your bed, head in your hands, crying, and these otters are going to be like, what the fuck?
Yeah, then maybe they'll feel bad for me and want to play with me then.
I mean, you could, honestly, like, you should probably pack snacks in your pockets before you go on your little adventure.
Yeah.
Because then I feel like one would, like, just climb up in your bed.
Just sleep with a fish. Actually, they don't eat fish.
Snacks, not you to put a whole cod in your pocket.
They don't eat fish, but a shrimp.
I'm going to start calling you Cod Pocket. Cod Pocket. So the Monterey Bay Aquarium is not just the otters, right?
Yeah.
So like in your teleportation time, are you going to check out the rest of the aquarium or solely the otters?
Well, probably just the otters because I'm breaking into the aquarium.
Okay.
So if I adventure out, I'm going to get like arrested or something.
Are you there for the otters or are you just trying to be chosen by the otters?
It would be nice to be chosen.
It would be. Like if one of the otters gave you their rock, what would you do?
Cry.
So you're just doing a whole lot of crying.
Yeah, I'm just crying. Actually.
Like this is like an experience of a lifetime and you're just crying.
And I'm just crying.
Okay, so are you doing this every night you teleport or is it a weekly tradition or are you going to do something different each night?
If I could do it every night, I would. Then,
So
then we would be friends because I would be there every night.
But you don't think that they'd like get sick of you?
No, I love them.
Just because you love them doesn't mean they love you. What if they go rabbit on you and just every single night you're going to see the otters?
Yeah.
And you can teleport anywhere in your bed and you still choose every single night of your life to teleport to the otters.
Yeah, or I'll mix it up if
Okay.
I'm feeling froggy.
Okay. All right. Oh, if you're feeling froggy. So where are you hopping off to if you're feeling froggy?
I don't know. I only thought of the otters.
One track mind, Otter Central. So what is your role within the otter community? Are you like the intern, the protector? Like what are you in the otter world? Like are you coming down and like, oh my God, a woman, and you're like God to them? Like what are you to them?
I'm like their friend.
Oh, you're just going in and you're an equal.
Yeah.
Are you gonna float on your back with a rock?
Yeah, they're gonna teach me. I'll hold their hands.
What if they start holding hands without you?
I'll cry.
You're gonna spiral again. Now, what happens if, like, this is not a you thing? Like, everybody gets to, like, what are you going to do if somebody has the same teleporting idea and shows up at the same time as you to teleport in and do the same thing as you?
I'll be mad. There's only room for like one king mattress on that little
Okay,
platform, so
well, then I guess it's going to be like Princess and the Pea. They're going to be stacking shit when you get off of it. Like, bing, bing, bing. Everybody teleporting in for an otter time.
push them in the water.
You can't monopolize otters.
Those ones specifically, I will.
I've watched them since they were born. What music would you play for the otters?
Sleep
I
token.
swear to God, if you say... I feel like we need a break after that. I knew this. If you play those otters sleep token, you're a bad person. Oh my God. Okay. Is the otter thing, like, is this going to be your self-care?
Yeah.
Like, we're going to have a rough day and you're going to come home and you're going to go, I'm going to bed. And
Yeah.
it's your self-care. Like, I would take a bubble bath and you would go to bed so you could see the otters.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I wonder if both, like, would both of us have to be in the bed? Like, does the bed just disappear from our bedroom? And, like, I come in and I'm like, what the fuck? She's at the otters again?
That would be kind of funny.
Like, imagine, like, you go to bed before me and I'm like, okay, I'm going to stay up for a few. And you're like, I really could use some otter time. And I come upstairs and there's just this big empty space where our bed is, or is supposed to be. And you're just gone. And I'm like, what the fuck? I guess I'm sleeping on the fucking couch.
Yeah, that'd be funny.
Or I fall asleep where the bed should be and you land on top of me when you get back. And I'm like, help.
You're under the mattress.
The monster under your bed. Okay, well, on that note, let's keep this thing going. Today, we're going to be talking about something everyone except vampires do. We are going to be exploring the chaos that is sleep. Today, we're going to dive into all aspects of the wonderful world of snoozing, and we're going to call this one, Don't Blame Me, Blame My REM Cycle. So do you ever just lay in bed and think about the most random things?
Yeah.
Yeah. I do that too, and I do it in the shower. Because, like, alone time often seems to lead me, at least, to that type of thinking. Like, just being alone with my thoughts, and my brain's like, okay, well, let me fuck you up for a minute. So with that being said, I'd like to introduce a segment that we are going to call Brain Suds, where we scrub our own thought bubbles until they're squeaky clean, or at least until they make more sense than when we ask the question. No comment, Nikki?
It's growing on me.
Okay, well, let's get to it. If they're all apartments, why are they attached? If a tomato is a fruit, is ketchup a smoothie?
Yes.
You want some smoothie for your fries?
Yes.
Some tomato smoothie? Why is it called taking a dump when you're leaving it behind? If you're waiting for the waiter, aren't you then the waiter?
Yeah.
If nothing is impossible, is it possible for something to be impossible? Yeah, that one's a thinker. You're just staring blankly. I blew your mind with that one. Here, I'll blow your mind with this one better. If two mind readers read each other's minds, whose minds are they actually reading?
Mine.
You're not even in the equation, but they're just focused on it. They're actually, and Nikki's just thinking about otters at Monterey Bay.
Yes.
One of them just comes in and they're like, that girl, she just keeps invading my thoughts. And it's always otters. I need a break.
Or a nap.
Not yet. Okay, welcome back, everybody. Recently, we got a new bed. We had been sleeping in a queen, the two of us. I am a princess and I'm used to sleeping in a king-size bed. And we've been sleeping in a queen since we moved in together. And it's just really terrible. I just didn't have enough room.
She doesn't like being close to me.
It's not that I sleep like a feral raccoon. Okay, let's be honest. I sleep like a feral raccoon. I was like, I've had enough. I must look for a new bed. And Nikki's like, well, we don't need to buy a new bed right now. Like, we're saving for a wedding. We always, like, want to buy shit. I don't know, whatever. But then I'm just like scrolling on Facebook Marketplace, which is one of our favorite hobbies.
Mm-hmm.
And I see like a bunch of different bed frames, and they're all like out of budget or they're like later bed frames. And I see this one for $100, and it's this really pretty blue one, and like blue is Nikki's favorite color. And I'm like, oh, that would be kind of perfect. So the lady has it listed for $100. And I'm like, that's not really that bad. So I messaged her and I was like, hey, like, is it still available? Like, do I need a box spring? Yada, yada, yada. All the logistic works. And then I talked to Nikki about it. She's like, yeah, we just really don't need to spend $100 on a bed frame right now. I was like, you know what? You're right. You're being smart. You're being fiscally responsible. I can get down with that. That's my vibe too. So I messaged a lady. I was like, on second thought, like, I'm really sorry. Like, if you have it in a few weeks, like, I'll message you. And she goes, well, how about free? Like, how about you can just have it. And I was like, well, what the? So I'm like, absolutely. If it's free, then we have to get it. Like, we have to get it. So everything was kismet. And the bed got delivered to us. Not the bed, but the bed frame got delivered to us. And we started in my office. And I'm like, well, we have a bed frame. So we have to go buy a bed. So we went shopping actually on New Year's Day. No, actually, let me back up. I made it a. No, let me back up even further because I forgot this part. I have a Value City credit card, and we were like, well, we can just put a mattress and a box spring on the Value City credit card, and the payment will be the same as what it already is for our couch. I'm like, there's no harm in that, and it won't have any interest. So we go to Value City, and I'm like, we're looking for a bed. And they're like, you can't use your credit card because we're going through bankruptcy. And I was like, are you goddamn kidding me? So Synchrony, who the credit card was through or whatever, sends me an email and they're like, you can't use it at Value City, but you can use it at these other mattress stores. So I go through and a lot of them are like really shady back alley places. So I'm like, yeah, we're not going there. I found one that was called like, I don't even know, but you made an appointment to see a mattress. And their claim was, we have cheaper mattresses because we have low overhead because we're not open all the time. We're only open by appointment. So I make an appointment for New Year's Day and they text me the night before and they're like, we're not open New Year's Day. You can't make that appointment. I was like, I literally made it on your website, but whatever. They're like, you can come any of these other days. I was like, none of those work for me. So I was like, you know what? Screw it. Let's just go to a mattress store and hope they actually sell mattresses and don't just launder money.
Mm-hmm.
If you know, you know. So we end up going to the mattress store, and the guy was so happy we were in there. He was like, oh my God, you're my first customers of the new year. Pick out anything you want. I'm going to give you the biggest discount of your life. I was like, all right, bet. So we're looking around, and I was like, I need a box spring. And he's like, well, have you considered an adjustable frame? And I said, I have not. I need a box spring. He's like, no, just lay on this here for a minute and let me show you what it does. And I was like, oh my fucking God, they're going to get me. They didn't get me, they got Nikki. So we lay on one and she's like, I really want an adjustable frame. So they had a deal where we could have got one for free, but it was like, wasn't good enough. So this princess over here is spoiled and I buy her a really nice adjustable frame for this bed. And then we found like a bargain mattress, but it's actually really comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
So, long story short, we buy the frame, we buy the mattress, it gets delivered, we set up the bed. It's great. I can sleep in Timbuktu and roll over to Connecticut.
Oh,
I guess that's the first thing that came out of my mouth. I'm in Timbuktu and you're in Connecticut. Anyway, I can sleep like a feral raccoon at the end of the day and still come over to your house and cuddle like your apartment in the bed.
except for this pillow in between us. But that's a
Except,
different
shut
story.
up. Well, it's okay because half the time the bed won't even be there because you'll just be petting otters. Speaking of feral raccoons and how they sleep, aka Amanda,
Yes.
I feel like there are legitimately supreme sleeping positions versus like that, like there's rankings of sleeping positions, and at the top of that ranking is where you sleep like a 4 on your belly. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I don't like to do that.
You're crazy. I love to sleep on my belly with my legs sprawled out to the side and the other one just extended out. And I literally, my legs look like a number 4. You're more of a side sleeper.
Yeah.
I think people who sleep straight on their backs all through the night
They're psychos.
Yes, they need therapy because girl, that's how you're going to sleep in your casket. Adventure a little.
Get comfy.
Except sometimes I do fall asleep in that position. I don't stay in that position, but what do you like? How do you say that I sleep?
Like a mummy.
Like my arms are crossed across
Literally.
my chest.
And your feet are perfect next to each other.
My feet are perfect. Thank you. Yes. Now, when I nap, though, I'm definitely a side sleep. I'm actually a chaotic now. Like, I'll sleep on my side and I'll curl up into the tiniest little ball in the world. But, like, the decision to nap or not to nap is a hard one for me. Like, it's funny. As kids, we'll fight naps, but as adults, we yearn for them.
Yeah.
Well, sometimes. Because for me, at least, I will either nap really hard or I will nap horribly. Like, I'll wake up truly angry at the world after a nap. I am unpleasant after a nap sometimes.
Yeah.
I guess it depends on the time of day you're waking me up. Because I can take a nap at like 10 a.m., wake up and be like, okay, I'm ready.
Because the sun's still out.
But if you wake me up from a nap at 7 o'clock, I am the most unpleasant person. I'm mean. And Nikki just gets a headache, so she's fucking mean. She's a bitch. The only time Nikki isn't a bitch after a nap is when she's napping on her lunch break and she's making me watch her nap on FaceTime. Because we have to always be in constant communication. So, like, even if Nikki naps on her lunch break, I still am on FaceTime with her watching her nap while I work.
True.
But, like, some people can fall asleep anywhere. I feel like I can fall asleep anywhere, but there's people who can fall asleep anywhere harder than I can. For example, we used to have this friend, and I literally have an album on my phone, and it's called The Friend's Name Sleeping. And it's literally just catching him sleeping in any place, anytime. Like, we went to Hershey Park, and this man fell asleep on a bench. But not like a weird nod out. Like, it was a nap, like an old man nap. And he was in his 20s. It's the funniest thing. Are you a drooler or a snorer?
Well, I don't know. I'm asleep.
Do you wake up with your face wet?
Sometimes.
Yeah, I do. I have been. So lately I've been having like really dry skin around my mouth, like the corners of my mouth. And I've been like, why is this happening to me? And I've also been waking up in like a puddle of drool. So I really, truly, honestly think that that's my problem, is my drooling.
Could be.
I don't think you snore. I think when you're heavily sleeping, you'll snore. I think I snore.
Yeah, you do.
No question about it. Yeah, you do.
You do.
Is it like an annoying snore?
No, like sometimes it puts me to sleep.
My snores put you to sleep?
Yes.
It's the gayest thing I've ever heard. What do they sound like? Just do it. Describe my snore.
I don't think I can.
Is it like a honk chew?
No.
There's like a, like, is it like a me?
No.
Is it like a
Yeah, actually sometimes.
I am sawing logs.
Sometimes.
I am sawing logs. Okay, while we're on the topic of snoring, I'm going to break down some like snores. So like you're describing me as like the classic chainsaw.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, no, because it's not like that loud.
Okay. So
that's how my dad snored. It probably like shook the windows.
Shook the windows?
Yeah, it was freaking loud.
Freaking loud. Yeah, my dad would like choke in his sleep when he snored. He would snore so hard, he'd be like, oh
my God.
This is going to be so fun for people to listen to, all these fucking noises we're making. You know, in the cartoons, we're like, me.
Well, sometimes when you talk in your sleep.
Oh, that's a good segue into, talking in our sleep. Okay, so besides drooling and snoring, which are such attractive things to do in your sleep, sleep talking and sleepwalking are really funny things. Like, I love hearing sleep talk and sleepwalk stories about myself and about others.
Oh, Ashlyn has good ones.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Let's get her
sometimes.
on the phone. So with that being said, you have told me that I talk in my sleep.
Mhm.
What can you remember anything that I've said?
One time you said, "Milk. I'm milking this."
What?
I don't know.
Milking what?
You
Like
couldn't tell you.
am I milking an animal or am I milking like an injury? Like that's so up for interpretation.
Mhm.
Wow. Is there anything else?
One time you just said straight.
I was trying to convince myself that I wasn't. So I have been known to sleepwalk in my life. And one of the funniest stories that I have, my dad told me that I was very young. We lived in our apartment and he watched me, like he's playing video games out in the living room. And he says, I get up in the middle of the night and I walk out to the living room and I just stand there. And he's like, "Hey, what are you doing? You need something?" And I didn't answer him. And I walked the other way. And he's like, "Well, I knew you were sleepwalking because you didn't like say anything to me. You didn't like respond to me. You just like were blank and like turned the corner and went to the kitchen." And he proceeds to tell me that like he thought it was hilarious. So he and my mom like wake up and like follow me into the kitchen, like, "Oh man, I was sleepwalking. How funny is that?" And then I open the fridge, like, "Oh, Amanda's sleepwalking. She's getting a little snack." And then I pull out the drawer and they're like, there's not any snacks in the crisper drawer. What is she doing in there? And then I drop my pants and I pissed in the fridge.
Mm.
It's not so funny anymore, is it, Dad? Not so funny anymore. But I feel like now I don't have any other stories that I can remember of me sleepwalking, but I think that what I do is like a branch of sleepwalking where I eat in my sleep.
Mhm.
Like, I literally will wake up and have a full meal in my sleep.
Mhm.
Like, roll over out of a dead goddamn sleep, been asleep for hours, snoring my face off, wake up, roll over, and say, I need a sandwich. Or just house some chips from my
I
nightstand.
do hear that a lot.
And sometimes I remember doing it and sometimes I don't. But, like, when I tell you I wake up famished in the middle of like, I must have been, like, running a marathon in my dream or something. I'm like, I need some carbs. Need to carbo load. Something I've always found interesting about people who like sleep talk or sleepwalk is like there's certain medications that make it more prominent for people to do these things. Like there's that I almost said Cialis, but I think that's an erection drug.
I have no idea.
It's like I'm pretty sure that's like Viagra. Look it
Maybe.
up. But
Maybe it does.
that's not what I was trying to think of. There's like a smoking one that makes people do crazy stuff in their sleep. And then there's like Ambien makes people do crazy stuff in their sleep. So I found like some examples because I've heard some like horror stories about people who have like taken Ambien. And I didn't like those. So we're going to concentrate on the ones that are like harmless or a little funny. So I found these on Reddit. Sir Bottomtooth on Reddit said, for some strange reason, I was amazing at paper mache when I was on Ambien. I would wake up to find them all over my house. I have no idea how to paper mache sober. Tender Hour Ghost on Reddit said, I've only taken Ambien once when I was 17. I woke up to my room sloppily rearranged with a vague memory of being on the floor for some reason. I also managed to set my aim away message as just, oh no. Another person said, my son's girlfriend was coming down the stairs at 1:30 a.m. with no eyebrows and demanding I take her to get a yoo-hoo louder and louder.
Oh my god.
Now I gotta look up that freaking. Hold on. I'm gonna look up what that medicine was. Okay, I found it. It is not Cialis. That is an erection drug, I'm pretty sure. I'm not gonna look that up. I don't want that in my Google history.
Mm.
But Chantix is one that I have heard makes people do weird things in their sleep, like sleepwalking and all kinds of stuff. Oh, this says including bedwetting.
Yikes.
I mean, bedwetting is really relaxing until it isn't.
Yeah. Till you wake up.
Like, honestly. So I also asked our listeners for some fun stories about them their experiences sleepwalking or sleep talking. So, one of our listeners, Mary, told us that she was dreaming someone was trying to break in. So, she sleptwalked and moved her couch to block the door and went back to bed. Her husband went to leave for work and said, "Honey, why is the front door barricaded off?" um Rich, who actually made our theme music, commented and said that his wife once shook him awake to tell him to shut up. She was completely asleep and had no recollection of the incident. Could you shut up? Like, okay, sorry. All right, so we'll take a quick break. Honestly, the science behind sleep is pretty fascinating. For this episode specifically, I was like, let me do a little bit of research instead of just yapping my brains out. um, so sleep is like restarting your brain. It allows the nighttime janitorial crew of your mind to come in and freshen up. I read a bit about the like sleep cycle and kind of dumbed it down for myself. So basically there's like fluids. Your brain washes itself clean and it takes out the trash per se. Then it tidies up the place by sorting your memories from the day into the right places.
Like inside out.
Yeah, like literally like inside out. And during this process, it's kind of like plugging you in and charging your battery for the next day. And while this is happening, your brain plays a little movie for you to keep you distracted. And that's where dreaming comes in. Dreaming is actually really wild. And how it's described scientifically, if you were to dumb it down, is like inside out. Like it's literally there to distract you, to keep you asleep, entertained, so they can do their little cleanup crew. Like, stay out of our way. We got to freshen up. Like, no company, please. I've gotten really into dream meanings lately, but I also kind of give up on my own dreams. Like, I won't interpret my own dreams anymore because they have been going off. Like, there's only so much I can look up in a dream. Like, I'm sorry, if my teeth are falling out, I'm wearing a leotard on a unicycle and I'm wrestling a bear while on the show Big Brother. Like, how am I supposed to interpret that? I think I'm just crazy.
Yeah.
I was really into trying to figure out dream interpretations for a little bit there. So what I'm going to have you do is I have my handy dandy dream interpretation book. 12,000 Dreams Interpreted by Gustavus Hinman Miller. If anyone is into dream interpretation, I actually, honestly, like, no jokes aside, do like this book. I'll link the book on our Facebook with my Amazon affiliate link if anybody wants to purchase it or check it out. Anyway, Nikki, it's alphabetical. So I want you to choose a letter, and I am going to read a dream meaning from that letter.
P.
P. All right. I'm just going to open up to the P's, whatever I land on. Plastic surgery.
Oh my God.
Unless you are undergoing reconstructive surgery, this dream warns that vanity and arrogance will be your downfall socially. Wow. All right, pick another one.
T.
Tampon. To dream of a new tampon foretells a pregnancy and birth. A used tampon is a warning of health issues.
Oh.
Imagine in your dream you were undergoing plastic surgery to remove a used tampon. So you're too arrogant and you're going to have health issues.
Oh my God.
Okay, one more.
C.
Celery. If you dream of seeing fresh, crisp stalks of celery, you will be prosperous and influential beyond your highest hopes. If it's decaying, though, a death in your family will soon occur.
Celery?
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy.
That's what Gustavus says. But I can't use this for myself. I've given up because my dreams involve way too many things for me to pick apart. But sometimes my dreams don't need interpreting because they're literal. And where I'm going with that is when I dreamt about my Nintendogs game. So I bought myself a Nintendo DS And we searched high and low for a bunch of games that I used to play, and one of them was Nintendogs, and we couldn't find Nintendogs anywhere. And I was like, I know I used to have this game. Like, where is it? I go to bed stressing about where my games all went, all my childhood memories, all my toys I've had in the past,
All your
and
dogs.
all my dogs. They're probably famished, probably need exercise.
Mm-hmm.
Like, good gracious, what a ugh. Anyway, I go to sleep and I'm like snoozing. And in my dream, I go into our closet and I pull out this random box and I'm looking through it. And then, like, I pull up a flap of the box on the bottom. And there's two games in there, my Nintendogs game and my Sims Kingdom game. And I was like, this isn't real. And I wake up. I'm like, that wasn't real. And then I literally go into the closet and I pull the box out. And guess what's in there? My freaking Nintendogs game. I manifested my Nintendogs game. If I could only manifest something more powerful than Nintendogs.
Yeah.
Dreaming, though, I am not a fan of nightmares.
Mm-mm.
I don't think anybody is, but I am not a fan of nightmares. Do you know the ones where you're like just fall asleep and you're just like so peaceful and you're like, oh yeah, baby, and then you fall.
Mm-hmm.
And you wake up like,
yeah,
like grasp
racing.
oh my God. Or ones where you like cannot wake up from. Like those are the worst. Like it's like I'm praying to God, just let me wake up. Or when you do wake up and you go back to sleep, you're right back in the same dream. Like that's the worst. Like I woke up, clean the slate.
Yeah.
You're being dramatic. And why is it that like when you punch in a dream, it's like the babiest of punches?
Mm-hmm.
It's like I could not even hurt a fly.
Yeah.
Like I could not.
The fly would hurt you.
It would. I'd be like, ow, you broke my fingers. And yelling. I can never scream loud enough in a dream. Like I sound like a little whisper.
I don't know if I've ever screamed in a dream.
You better try next time. You can't.
Okay. Let me just tell myself that.
Try. I gotta go to bed, and before I see the otters, I need to have a dream and try to scream, and then I'll teleport to the otters.
I'll just go to bed screaming.
And then you'll wake up in the otter enclosure screaming. First of all, the otters would be like, yeah, no, you can't sit with us, actually. I have a lot of reoccurring dreams. One of my reoccurring dreams that's more normal, and I say normal because the next one I'll tell you about is not normal. So I have a reoccurring dream where I live in my old house in Baltimore City, and my uncle lives there in the basement, and he sets the basement on fire. Nobody gets hurt, nothing. It's just there. It's like on fire. My last recurring nightmare that I have is I am being chased in my old neighborhood by something I can't get away from, but I know when it's coming, so I can prepare myself for when it's coming. And the way I know that this something is getting closer to finding me is there will be a flock of chickens suddenly, and they'll just be like bucking all around. And I'll be like, shit, I got to get out of here because that motherfucker's coming. He's going to get me. If I don't see the chickens, I'm fine. If I see the chickens, I'm fucked. Like,
yeah, you should go to therapy.
Thanks. All right. So we do have time for one more segment, I feel like. So let's bring back one that is quickly becoming one of my favorites. A segment we still aren't sure how to describe, but it fits the vibe, so come on the ride. Welcome to Between Us, Babe. Like, let's talk about, like, what kind of sleepers we each are. I feel like you can sleep well through the night and you fall asleep fairly easily.
Sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, there's always one-offs, but I feel like the majority of the time, like, you fall asleep before me. I feel like I'm very restless, though. I wake up a lot during the night.
To eat.
Yeah. And you are someone who needs a TV. And I got used to that for you. But we compromise because I don't like sleeping with the TV on. Like, I have gotten used to it to an extent, but sometimes it does bother me. But because you like it, like, I have found a solution around it. And I have this really cool sleep mask, actually. And it has Bluetooth headphones in it. So for one, it makes everything pitch black, and then I can play music in it.
Sleep token.
That's not funny. Just because our name's Sleep Token doesn't mean it's the token for me to go to sleep. I think I would actually, my ears would bleed if I went to sleep Token. Olivia's gonna kill me. Anyway, I've played it for you, that like sleep music I found on Spotify.
Mhm.
And for a while there, I was listening to it so much that it was like on my Spotify Wrapped. Like literally was like, you've listened to a billion hours of sleeping music. Fall asleep faster and longer. So it did make an appearance on my Spotify Wrapped last year, actually. But I can pretty much, the point I'm trying to make is I can pretty much adapt to any sleep style. Whereas like some people are like like I have friends who sleep in separate rooms because they have such different sleep
Mhm.
styles. Um, so I just kind of adapt to whoever like I'm sleeping around.
Mhm.
Like I'm not gonna make someone just change because I'm already so I'm not gonna get a good night's sleep regardless. So
Mhm.
I'm not gonna ruin someone else's sleep, you know?
Yeah.
So my sleep mask has been kind of a godsend for that though. And I'll link that one as well with my affiliate link. But I feel like I do get a better night's sleep now that we have a bigger bed
Mm.
because like what our animals sleep in here. Sometimes I wake up and there's a child in here.
Mhm.
As much as it's annoying to have everybody in my bed, like the animals, the kids,
Mhm.
whoever, like, but like as much as like it can be a bother for like the kids to come in the room and the animals to be in the bed, like I wouldn't change it. Like I
Yeah.
was never allowed in my mom's room, let alone on her bed. Like if I went in her room, even with her permission, I sat on the bed, she would freak out.
It's weird.
Yeah, so like I love that the kids, they can come in and they can feel comfortable enough to like snooze in my bed. I've come
Mhm.
into our room and like one of the kids is taking a full-blown nap or watching a movie in our bed.
Yeah.
I'm like, "Don't you have a room with also all of these amenities?" But I like that. I
Mhm.
think that's cute. Anyway, that's all the time we have. That's our show for today. And we hope you had as much fun as we did. We hope you get such a good night's rest. Don't stay up too late and make sure you brush your teeth before bed. We would love to thank everyone that is listening for tuning in. Please join us next time as well. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please let us know on any of our social media pages at WLJT Podcast across all platforms, or you can send us an email at WLJTpodcast@gmail.com. We also have a contact form on our website, which is, you guessed it, WLJTpodcast.com. While you are on our website, if you scroll all the way to the bottom, there's a link to our coffee website. We are saving for a wedding, cough, cough. If you feel so inclined, you can tip us on that link. Like I said, we're saving for a wedding, cough, cough. Anyway, no pressure. Shout out to our new bed. Shout out to my Bluetooth sleep mask. And thank you to Mitch and V for being my designated beta listeners. You are heroes and scholars. All right, but we will catch you next time on
We're literally just talking.